Hello guys, this time we have the chief challenge that takes more damage from poison, and this will be the hardest one. With a free-to-play team you can't reach 22 million, but I'm gonna show you my comp, the one to do at least 11 million damage. Already with a free-to-play team it's already really hard to do 11 million damage, but this is the 3 comps you can use to reach 11 million. So will be this one, or this one, but the one I found it's doing better is this one. So that's the one I'm going to show you guys. So this is the team I'm using for him, and this guy you really need to do a massive damage if you want to achieve 11 million damage. So I'm using this attack aura from Li, 18% attack aura. If you have someone with a better attack aura, then use him. And then I really need some healing because this boss does a lot of damage, so I'm using Frubart with some defense penalty and attack penalty. Always helps a lot to increase our damage, the defense penalty and the attack penalty to reduce the damage we are taking. And then accuracy, don't forget, I'm using this set Ancestral to reduce 15% of the damage taken. And then I'm using Exandra. With this set we already talked about previously. This one increased the defense of all the allies around, so she's around everyone is going to take this. And then I'm using this mythic as well to increase our healing. And then I'm using Theodore with this artifact to increase our accuracy and damage. And the trick for this one, so this boss, I forgot to say, but this boss deals fire damage to all enemies and gains 1 stack of damage reduction. And this damage reduction will decrease the damage taken by 5% for each stack, so we don't want these stacks. Then it's going to soar to the sky, and you have 15 seconds to kill all the young dragons. So each dragon that you don't kill is getting 1 more stack, so if you don't kill any dragon will be 3, is getting 3 stacks. And then also, besides the damage being reduced by 5%, also for each stack is damage increased by 10%, so we don't want any of these stacks. So the way I found to do 11 million damage with a free-to-play team is with these guys. So Theodore with this recharging speed penalty will help to skip the boss on the floor, okay? And this way will give more time to my units to do some more damage. And also this attack will attack the 3 dragons, so the 3 dragons, they'll take, when you are giving damage to those dragons, that damage will be redirected to this boss as well. And before this strategy I tried to kill the dragons as fast as possible, but the thing is, if you kill the dragons really fast, it means the dragon will come back, he will do that damage, this damage here is going to do this damage, this fire damage to all enemies faster to everyone, and with that will reduce the time we have to heal back all our heroes. So it's really tricky, you really need a really good DPS to damage the boss and also the dragons. So your main goal is to keep the boss on the floor as long as possible, and at the same time kill the 3 dragons, otherwise if you don't kill them, he's going to get those stacks. And the longer you take to kill the dragons, the less time you're gonna have to hit the boss. So it's really tricky, this guy. So going back to this guy, to Theodore, we are using this mythic, and this mythic will give you a 50% chance of dispelling 1 buff from the target when inflicting debuffs. So we inflict 2 debuffs, recharge speed penalty, attack penalty, so it gives us 2 chances to dispel those debuffs. Then we have Li. Eli just has 55% accuracy, so he's full attack damage. So, and his placement, my aim is to hit the dragons. When he spawns the dragons, they will be around here, so he's going to hit those dragons with his ultimate. And then we have Horus with some accuracy because this guy can inflict poison, so he has these chests as well to give him this 50% chance of dispelling 1 buff, because he can inflict the buff he can inflict poison, which is a debuff, and with that it gives him a chance to dispel these stacks, these ones here, the damage reduction. So let's start the fight and I'll explain better each single character. So going back to Frobart at least 270 accuracy, he has more than 300 to inflict this defense penalty. This attack penalty will be important as well to reduce the boss damage and also the dragons, the small ones, because they do some damage as well. And is going to help with the healing, and for that reason he has this Moonlight Mantle to give this 50% chance of increased healing. And then we have the Ancestral Protection set, because this set will reduce, the wearer will take 15% of the damage that otherwise will be taken by the allies, and also is getting 15% damage reduction. He has some defense and some accuracy, because with defense you are increasing the healing from this battle skill, and accuracy to inflict this attack penalty and defense penalty. And then we have Exandra with the Mirror of the Living. This Mirror of the Living will help to increase our healing, so it's really important on her. And we have the Puppeteer's Inspiration set, and this set will be really good here, because he's getting the allies around the wearer gain a defense up equal to 15% of the wearer's defense, and also gives this, and the first time these allies HP drops below 15%, they receive plus 20% target's max HP healing. So this set will be really good for this boss, and since our allies are all close to each other, they are getting all these benefits. Then on his gloves we have some defense percentage, and this one enlightenment we have some enlightenment because she has this battle skill that scales with enlightenment, but the ultimate doesn't scale with enlightenment, just with target's max HP. And we have some more defense here. Let's talk about Theodore again. So Theodore has this artifact. This is one of the new artifacts, and this one will help to get him some more attack, because the more accuracy you have, more attack will be converted from that accuracy. He is using this aerial set, so we are getting more damage from the crit damage, but we don't have that much. 90% will add some attack to us. And crit rate on his gloves and attack percentage on his chest. With this chest that we already talked about, it's the Fish in Troubled Waters, and this chest will be really useful for this one, because since we don't have any debuffer, I talked about this before, the only debuffer we have between ice and poison is just Viniara and Voresh, and both are from ice, not poison, so it means we are not doing so much damage if we decide to use them. So about Theodore, there's nothing more to talk about him. He's going to inflict his attack penalty to the boss and also to the small dragons, which will gonna help a lot, and also the recharge speed penalty will keep the boss more time on the floor, and with this we can do more damage. Then we have Ally. Ally is really important here because he's giving us this aura of 18% attack, which will help a lot. If you have a character with the 30% attack aura, then will be even better. So he's using his Eyeball of the Giant because we can increase the damage from the ultimate. His ultimate does a lot of damage, and we are using a Rhapsodist headgear that will do more damage with basic attacks. They will ignore 20% of the target's defense, because we are going to do some basic attacks on this boss as well, and these basic attacks will deal derivate poison damage if the enemy is under poison, and probably will be, because we have another poison character applying some debuffs, some poison debuffs. Then we have these gloves. They will help a lot to increase our damage as well, crit damage on his rune, and some HP on this one. Lastly, we have Horus. So on Horus we have the Manticore Statue, the artifact, who is going to increase our battle skill damage, and this battle skill will be really helpful because this is the battle skill that is going to inflict stacks of poison. So for each stack of poison we have a chance to dispel one buff from the boss with this chest. The same chest we have on Theodore, we have on Horus, and these will be our debuffers for this boss with this chest. This chest is very useful for these situations where we need more damage, and we don't have anyone to dispel the buffs from the boss. Then we have the ultimate as well. His damage is increased when the characters are on their poison, and crit rate on the gloves, some attack on this rune, and some accuracy on this one as well. And I think I used attack on this one because I was looking for some more accuracy. I didn't have enough accuracy to inflict some poison stacks. 270 is the better you can get to inflict almost 100% chance to inflict poisons, but we don't need to inflict them all the time because we have some more characters inflicting debuffs, but at least we need to have something close to 270. So if you guys are paying attention to this fight, you guys can see it's really tricky. I have this on auto mode, and I did this on with timings before, in a way that all my heroes would use their ultimates against the dragons, but that's what I said at the beginning. So what was happening before, the small dragons will be dead really quick, and then the boss will come back really quickly, and I didn't have time to get all my health back from the boss damage. So it does that fire damage while enemies, and if we kill the dragons too fast, he's coming back fast as well, and he's going to do that fire damage over and over again, and we're not gonna have enough time to heal to full HP. So if we keep the dragons a little bit more on the floor, then we have more time to heal everyone back to full HP, and when the boss does that fire damage, everyone will not, no one will get one shot. So with this strategy I was able to do 11 million damage. I tried everything possible with epic and rare heroes and with epic artifacts. I didn't try anything with legendaries because that's my aim of these videos. It's getting something must as possible free to play, and if you are using legendary artifacts, still I don't think you can achieve 22 million damage with these characters. If you have Rook from this season, probably you're gonna be able to achieve 22 million damage. If you don't have Rook, then I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to do it. But if you have Ugok, for example, then maybe you're gonna have a chance because Ugok will keep you alive. If you have the right timings, then should be easy. So you really need to have someone doing a good damage to this boss to reach 22 million damage. So guys, I hope this video helped you guys. I hope you guys can achieve 11 or 22 million damage. If you are getting just 11 million damage, don't worry, you have the leaderboard where you can get some more extra or to summon this free legendary, because the more ice ore we can get, the less summons we're gonna need to get the other ice ores that we are missing to summon this hero. So that's the aim of my videos. Will be the last one from these shift challenges. This is the last shift challenge, and probably you don't need to fight this one. Leave this one for the last week and prepare yourself for this shift challenge because this will be the hardest one. So leave this one for the last week. That's my advice, guys. So I hope you guys been enjoying all these shift challenges, guides and advices and tips to help you to achieve the 22 million damage. Don't forget to leave that like and subscribe to my channel because it helps me a lot to support my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you next time.